Hey, how you doing? It's Steve. This is Lean Body Mind. It is June 13th. Just got done doing a 3 mile run and a 2 mile walk. Excuse me. Uh, it's raining outside, so even though I thought I would shoot a video outside, not today. Yesterday would have been great. In fact, I had a great little clip, the sun coming up. This is what it looks like right here. And there it is, sunrise is starting to creep over the trees. I get to see that every morning. But I think today, given the rain, I'm probably going to shower, shave, get dried off and cleaned up, and then I'll come back and I'll do a little snippet from indoors, continuing the kickoff of my best health, your best health, best shape, whatever you want to call it. And today, as part of the kickoff, I want to talk about some rules and guidelines that I would like us all to adhere to. So I'll be right back, dry, cleaned up, and ready to chat. So in this video, I want to cover some rules and guidelines that I would like us all to adhere to in this self-improvement thing we're doing. I'm calling it the best shape of my life or getting as fit as I've ever been. You can call it whatever you want, whatever your goals are. First off, I want to start with that. We have different goals. My goals do not have to be your goals. For me, what I want to do is look better than I've ever looked, have more lean mass than I've ever had, have less body fat than I've ever had, have the best cardiovascular system that I've ever had. And right now, this is one of the things, this Ultrahuman Air ring, it measures my cardiovascular age, which currently it says is 61 years old. I haven't done a whole lot of cardio activity in my life, so I want to get that down to, maybe in my 40s, 30s, something like that. As I progress, I may even look at some other things, like flexibility, for example. I'll also be looking at some of the peripheral activities and habits that help support a healthy lifestyle, including getting good sleep. Because if you're not getting good sleep, you're creating cortisol, and cortisol is the fat-storing hormone. Additionally, things like meditation, stoicism, things where you can help control your overall mood, your potential anxiety, your temper, things of that nature, things that I feel when you are in a more positive state, your body is just going to react better. Now, not only are we going to potentially have different goals, but we're all starting at different places. I know that some of you are in far better shape than me. I know that some of you are in worse shape than me. We are not comparing ourselves to one another, any of us. The only thing we are comparing ourselves to is who we were last week. And so long as we are improving, so long as we are making positive changes in our life, that is the important thing. So let's not compare ourselves to one another at all. The next guideline I'd like to propose is that we avoid the word can't. I'm not sure who said it originally, but the saying is, whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you are right. Now, I don't know that that's 100% true. I'm pretty sure the can't part is. If you don't believe you can do something, well, then you're probably right. If you do believe you can do something, if I believe I can fly, gravity has other thoughts. But I believe that there is a path to almost any sort of self-improvement. So rather than say, I can't, I won't, any sort of excuses that we may have, instead flip that. Flip that problem around and say, what can I do creatively to work through this? Maybe I can't go out and run, I can't go out and walk. Heck, I have a hard time climbing a flight of stairs. Well, guess what? That used to be me too. I used to, when I was at work, we'd have like walking meetings sometimes with the boss or a coworker, and I struggled to breathe and talk while walking. Going up a flight of stairs, I needed a solid minute or two just to catch my breath to the point that I could speak again. In fact, there was a point when I was heavy enough and so far out of shape that just bending over to tie my shoes, so sitting on a bench, bending over, tying my shoes, I could only do one at a time. Sometimes I would actually have to stop midway through tying a shoe because I couldn't breathe. So I know what it feels like coming from a difficult starting place. So instead of saying, I can't run or I can't go out and walk a mile, I suppose you could say, I can't do it yet, but I'm gonna. I'm going to figure out maybe all I got to do, maybe my goal today is just get the pair of walking shoes on and walk 1 block and then back home. So anyhow, let's avoid the word can't wherever possible. I realize there are some situations where things may not be financially viable. I can't afford to do this. I don't have room for that. But let's always do our best to reframe it and figure out, is there a creative solution? And who knows, maybe I can help. The final guideline I'd like to set up is in reference to the fact that I do have different goals, which means I may be doing different things than you may be interested in, or it may not be aligned to your goals. I want you to think of what I do and what I share as a menu. When you look at a menu, you don't announce everything you're not going to have or not interested in. You find the things that you are interested in, and that's what you order. So maybe you're not into strength training. That's fine. You don't need to complain about strength training or tell me you're not going to do strength training. Maybe you have no interest in meditation or mindfulness or stoicism or spirituality or flexibility or whatever it is. That's fine. That's totally cool. So if it isn't of interest to you, just move along. It's no need to tell me that you're not going to do it. No need to tell me why you're offended by meditation or something like that. Just skip over that part of the menu and pick the things that you do like. And in terms of some of the workouts, I'll be sharing a number of different things. There are a lot of things I'm interested in terms of strength training, in terms of cardio, etc. And I'm going to try them out. Some of them I haven't tried out. I want to see how they work. Maybe for a couple of weeks, maybe for 30 days, but I'll share those with you and you can decide what you like, what works best for you. So I think over the course of these last few videos, I've kind of nailed down enough of the ground rules, enough of the let's get started stuff. So next video, we are going to get started. We're going to get moving and start improving. See you next time.